Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have no certain look planned. I am just going to be playing with makeup. So feel free, excuse me. So feel free, grab your makeup tools, grab your brushes, grab a palette, and let's just do our makeup together. I just was bored and wanted to film a video, so I'm just going to be playing with makeup in this video. There's no certain look I'm going for. I'm just going to play around with makeup because I just feel like a light, fun video is what everyone needs once in a while, just to kind of wind down, whatever. So yeah. So I'm just gonna prime like I normally do. I use the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Excuse me. And I'm just gonna put on like a dime size. Apply that all over. My nose, my eyes, everywhere. Whole shebang. I dyed my hair. It's just brown because before it was like a bunch of different colors. So black, brown, red. So I just have it all one color now. And then eventually, in the summer, I kind of want to do like an ombre with like an ashy blonde, ashy brown. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. Y'all know, going to Florida. And, well, Disney actually, but same thing. So next step, I'm going to Disney in like 55 days-ish. No one's counting. I'm going to use my Tarte Found Sealer foundation in the shade 22B Light Beige. I'm going to use this beauty sponge. It's not technically a beauty blender. I got it in this package. It's called Simplicity. It's just cosmetic sponges and 2 blending sponges. So I'm gonna use that. It came in that package. It's just like a beauty blender. So I just filled it up with water. So that's how I'm gonna be applying my foundation, because I did my sister's makeup and I used hers that she had, and I thought it applied the foundation really well. So instead of using a brush, I'm going to see how I like it with a sponge. Just to try things out, spice things up a bit. So I guess I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand. I haven't done this in a while. Actually, I have this like index card here for some reason. So I'm just going to put like a pump or two of that on this like index card I have over here. I'm just going to put it on the sponge and just do that. Dump in a little more. Oh, careful not to get it in like my eyebrows. I'm just gonna blend that in. Since this is kind of like a medium-ish coverage foundation, maybe a sponge will give me more coverage, I guess. I don't know. I don't really use sponges a lot, but I feel like they might be better to get in like the crevices under your eyes. And I'm applying like a decent amount of pressure. I wouldn't say I'm going too hard or too soft, just enough to blend in. And I'm kind of dabbing, not like swiping. Just gonna blend down my neck. I feel like blending down the neck might be like the weirdest part because I'm like hitting my throat, which is kind of weird. I feel like that's pretty good coverage. I don't really want it like full coverage, but I mean, yeah, that definitely like builds up the coverage. So yeah, I might just put like a little bit more on like my cheek and like my nose. But yeah, I really like this. I really like this sponge. So yeah, I was down to try new things, and yeah, it's good. Would recommend if you want to try something new. Ow, I had an itch. I don't know where to put this now. I don't want it. I guess I'll put it back in my drawer. Or put it back in the bag it came from. But now there's like this foundation that was kind of just like bent into the skin, I guess. I don't know. So I just put it back in the bag it came in. Oh, frick. I'm so stupid. I need that for my concealer. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to... Ow, I kicked my table. Okay, so since I normally use my foundation brush for my concealer, I guess I'll just use the sponge for my concealer as well. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18. So I'm just going to put this under my eyes, bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin, and a bit on my forehead. Just gonna go over that because I didn't give it much coverage. I'm running out of this. I need to get a new one so badly. It's like my favorite concealer. It's like $6 at Ulta. Like, come on. And it's really good coverage too. It's like creamy, but it dries matte. Like it blends out matte, I should say. But yeah, I really like the sponge for like getting in this like crevice. Do you say crevice or crevasse? Like vase or vase? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why recently, but I'm the One by DJ Khaled and like Quavo and Chance the Rapper and Justin Bieber's been stuck in my head. I'm the one who with this anthem. Oh, I don't know why that's stuck in my head. I guess because DJ Khaled like just released his new album or whatever. But yeah. I have a bit of like kind of like scars over here, or like pimples over here, so I'm just like using what's left to kind of like cover that. My skin has been acting really weird, and I don't know why. So now that I did that, I'm just going to take my Maybelline powder and tap it into the lid, and I'm going to use one of those sponges that came in that kit with the beauty blender. So I'm just going to fold this, dip it in here, and just press it into the skin. It's weird, nothing really came out. I have to get a new one. I think I'm running out. And that's like the light shade, but I can only find the medium shade. So I'm just putting this where I put the concealer. I'm just tapping it in. just to blending. I'm just putting that where I put the concealer. Excuse me, I hiccuped. And then since I put some over here, I guess I'll put some up there too. And then kind of circle with what's left and just tap it everywhere else. That should be all good. So now that I powdered, it's time to bronze. And I'm just going to be using my giant Morphe bronzer brush. And I'm using the Morphe Debutante bronzer as well. I'm just going to do a 3E. 3E. And then I always like to go back and add a little bit more definition. And just put it on the jaw. I don't like to put so much on the jawline because sometimes I feel like it just looks kind of muddy. I'm going in like a circular motion. So next for my nose contour, I'm going to use this Firma 103 brush. Just looks like that. And I'm just going to tap. It's not like contouring like most people do. It's basically just like bronzing. I don't know why, just contouring. It's like what I say, but it's not really. It's just bronzing. Some people use like smaller brushes. I prefer to use like a big fluffy brush because I feel like it just gives you more a natural look. And I'm just gonna add a little to my temples. But yeah, I like to use a bigger brush. It's smaller than the other one, but bigger than what most people use because I feel like it's just more natural. So I'm going to be using a new blush. This is a Paris Hilton blush, I believe. My sister gave it to me because she bought like a whole set and she doesn't really use blush. So I'm just going to use like this peachy one with the same angled Morphe blush brush that I always use. So I'm just going to kind of dip in and apply. It's very pretty. I'm just going to apply some to my temples like I always do and to my nose because it just gives you that airbrushed look. And for my blush, I focused it on the apples of my cheeks and then blend outwards. I love good blush. Yeah, this is really pretty. But she bought it in a set, so I don't know if you could like buy it individually. I'm not sure. So next is eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna kind of take out what kind of brushes I want to use. Because I'm not really going for like dramatic eyeshadow look. Just like a pretty soft one, I would say. I forgot to highlight. I gotta highlight. Hold on, let me just decide what eyeshadow brushes I want to use, so I can have those set kind of aside. How did I almost forget to highlight? What world are we living in where we forget to highlight our faces? So I'm going to be using the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. It just looks like that. And I'm just going to use a Morphe highlighter brush. Looks like a tapered brush. Ooh. That just went everywhere. So I'm just putting it on the high points of my face. This is really pretty. My right side is my good side for highlight, because I can't really like place it on this side. I don't know. It's weird. So I'm just going down my nose. I'm gonna take some of my finger and put it on the tip of my nose. And then my Cupid's bow, my chin, and a little bit on the forehead. And that's it for highlight. So I'm gonna have to kind of rearrange some things, and I'm going to first prime with my MAC Paint Pot. I found it. It was in one of my travel bags for some odd reason. And this is in the Painterly shade. It's just a good eyeshadow primer. I love this stuff. I just feel like it just adds the pigment to my eyeshadow. I don't know what I was doing without this stuff. Like, I've been using it since December, and like I've made like a dent. Not really a dent, kinda, but it's just really good. Yeah, I'm just used, excuse me, like a Morphe dome top brush to apply it. Sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use a brush. All depends how I feel. And I'm going to use my Morphe 35O palette. This is the old packaging that they had. This is my first Morphe product I ever bought with my own money, so that's kind of cool. And it's like an OG palette too. So this is what it looks like. I used to use this all the time, and then I've kind of forgot about it, but going back to my roots a little bit. Oh, I just hit that on my face. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna bring out this bad boy. And it's not like the new material, it's like the old kind of like hard plastic material. So it's like it can't bend. That's what I don't like. But it's alright. I might take this to Florida with me, only because it's like sturdy, like there's nothing breaking this. But I might like put it, like wrap it up in my clothes or something if I do decide to take it. I don't know. I feel like it just has all of like your neutral stuff, and there's like 35 shades. So obviously like I can play it safe, or if I like change it up if I feel like it. I don't know. Alright, my big fluffy blending brush. So I'm just going to use this Morphe Fluffy Blending Brush. And I think I'm going to start with this brown on the bottom. There's no shade names, so I can't tell you what it's called. It's just kind of like it's just like a brownish. So I don't want to close. I'll just put it to the side. So I'm going to move stuff out of the way so I can have mirror here. Sorry, my mirror's there, but I'm just going to use this as a transition shade. Just gonna dip in again to that brown. I might try to figure out if I can monetize my YouTube channel, but nothing might come of that because I only have like 138 subscribers. So if we can grow the fam, I think I might call us the Pineapples, or like the Pineapple People, the Pineapple Fam, because if you don't know my outro, it's always remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. So I might want to monetize my YouTube channel, grow with a fam, bring a more positive light to YouTube, since if you don't know the whole Tati James drama, I am not going to talk about my opinions. I'm just saying, I don't know, like, bring back the beauty community, make it what it used to be. I don't know. Oh, that's way too much. But yeah, so if you're gonna do that, comment down below. If you have my Instagram, DM me. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a clean brush and kind of just feather that out. Kind of just lighten that up. So next I'm going to take this kind of more it's like an orangey cranberry-ish shade almost. So yeah, it's kind of like a muted orange, and I'm just going to take this like smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into that shade. Hold on, I'm gonna need an extra. Can we just talk? Can we just... That's my favorite. That's like my summer song now, Talk by Khalid. I'm looking for a fluffy. Here it is. There we go. So I'm just going to go into that orangey shade. And kind of add this to the outer corner just to kind of deepen it up, kind of give it some depth, not depth, kind of bring it onto the eyelid a bit. like the outer third-ish. Pretty good. Just dipping in again. Doing the exact same thing on the other side. Never felt like this before. Can we just talk? If you're gonna want to monetize my YouTube channel, I can't be singing because I'll get copyrighted. So I just need to sip my ginger. But yeah, comment down below your summer jams. Because honestly, Talk is one of them. I love Ari's new album. Me into Halsey. Why don't we? I've really been liking, used to go to school with her. Her name is Victoria Sky. She's a really talented singer, and I've been listening to her song One Night, and it's so good. You should download it. She has a lot of new music, I think, and she is so talented. So definitely check out her music on Spotify and not Pandora. I think Spotify, Apple Music and stuff, but yeah, she has really good stuff. And Sad Girls is a really good song by her too. Sad Girls, One Night, those are my favorite. But she's got a bunch of other songs. And she posts on YouTube too. I think her name is just Victoria Sky. Or it's Victoria Sky, something like that. But yeah, definitely check her out. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for majority of the eyes. Kind of maybe just blend a bit more. And then I'm probably gonna not cut the crease because I don't know, I'm just not feeling a cut crease. But actually, hold on. With that orange shade, I'm just gonna kind of wing out the shadow. Just because I always do. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna take the lightest shimmer in the palette. Actually, maybe no. Sorry, I wasn't trying to flip you off. Just trying to see what shade I want. Hold on. Do you ever do that? Do you ever hold up shadows to your eyes to see which one you want to use? I do that all the time. Should I go gold? I don't want to go gold. Maybe this one? Yeah, that would be super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to use this it's like a champagne color. It's kind of champagne. This one right here. Looks like that. The camera will pick it up. So, I'm just gonna tap it onto my lid. Yeah, that looks good. And close the palette. So I have to stay all the time. So I'm just going to do the same exact thing to the other eye. So I'm just going to take that same brush. Actually, no. I'm going to take this smaller brush and I'm going to dip into the lightest shimmer in the palette. It's the second shade. This one right here. No, that's wrong. That's the one I used. This one right here. It's kind of like a white with a touch of pink. So it's kind of like it's champagne-y in a sense, but more white-ish than champagne. Does that make sense? It's like a white with a touch of pink. So I'm just gonna put that in my inner corner and accentuate that-ish. Just because I love doing that. I have small eyes, so anything I can do to make them look bigger, I'll do it. I don't know why I said that. I'll do it. So next I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. It's just the tiny version. Because I don't like a full-size mascara because I feel like I'll never use a whole tube of mascara. Like, who does? I mean, maybe people do, but like, I'm not that big on mascara. I do a few coats, but nothing major. Because when I put on mascara, it looks like clumpy. Like, this eye looks fine, but this one looks too clumpy. So a trick I do is I like take the end of like an eyeshadow brush and I kind of just like comb through it. Just to like separate the lashes. Or if I had a spoolie, I would, but I lost my spoolie. So I'm just doing that. So now that I finished my eyes, I'm going to move right on to the lips. So I'm going to line my lips with the e.l.f. Tea Rose lip liner. So I'm just going to line my lips slightly overline. So I'm just lining my lips with that lip liner from e.l.f. I'm just filling in my lips. I might have overlined them just a tad. And now I'm going to put on top of that the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Can't Relate. This is my favorite lipstick. And then I'm going to set my face with the MAC Prep and Prime. Actually, it's the MAC Fix Plus. My sister let me borrow it because you need to set my face. After not using the setting spray for a while, I've noticed I need to set my face. So I'm gonna do that. Oop. I was only supposed to use a little bit. Use some more, so I'm just probably gonna take a fluffy brush or Morphe. Oh, that smells really good. And just kind of tap it in. So this is the final look. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was kind of just playing with makeup. But anyway, I still hope you enjoyed. Comment down below what I should film next for you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. And always remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sitting on the inside. Bye, guys.